It was reported last week that Robert Horry, who helped the Los Angeles Lakers win 3 championships, believed it was coach Phil Jackson, who started the famous feud between Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. There's no doubt that there's a lot of history behind the feud. Keep watching this video to find out the truth about Kobe and Shaq's former feud. The slap heard around the world. According to an excerpt from Roland Lazenby's book, The Show, during the lockout-shortened 1998-1999 season, Shaquille O'Neal slapped Kobe Bryant in the face during a pickup game at the team's practice facility. This was the first official documented tiff I could find between the two players. Assuming this slap was the start of the feud between Kobe and Shaq, Phil Jackson was temporarily retired and likely miles away from the sunny confines of Southern California. First season blues. In Phil Jackson's first season as coach, the Los Angeles Lakers won a league-best 67 games and captured their first championship since 1988. But there were still hints of tension between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. According to a 2001 report, during the 1999-2000 season, Shaq expressed his displeasure about Kobe's play during a team meeting, saying he thought Kobe was playing too selfishly for the team to win. I suppose Phil Jackson could have started the minor disagreements that transpired between Kobe and Shaq during his first season as coach, but isn't it more believable that it was just two great players, with great egos for that matter, fighting for control of one of the most successful franchises in all of sports? The feud's fever pitch. In 2000-2001, Phil Jackson's second season with the team, the Kobe-Shaq feud arguably reached its all-time low. It all started when Shaq came to training camp out of shape, still basking in the glory of his first championship. Conversely, Bryant came into camp in the best shape of his life, ready to prove to the world that he was capable of being the team's #1 scoring option. Kobe started the season as one of the league's top scorers, while Shaq struggled to regain his MVP form. Not to mention the team was not dominating on the court the way it had the previous season. The same report had Kobe's take on the issue. It was a different year, and the roster had undergone some changes. And Kobe said, things change, things evolve, and you just have to grow with that change. There were more instances as the season progressed where Kobe forced action on the offensive end, seemingly refusing to run the triangle offensive. In the midst of Kobe trying to further establish himself as the team's go-to superstar, Shaq would provide one of the more entertaining, selfish quotes of the season. "If the big dog ain't me, then the house won't get guarded, period." Despite Kobe and Shaq's feud reaching its peak, and the team failing to play like the defending champions for the majority of the season, the Lakers managed to catch fire at the right time. The Lakers would use the momentum of winning their last 8 regular season games to go 15-1 in the playoffs, capturing their second consecutive championship. For things to have gotten this heated between the two, Phil would have been doing some serious pot stirring when he wasn't focused on the team's business on the hardwood. Old habits are hard to break. After a couple of somewhat amicable seasons together, one of which included the Los Angeles Lakers winning their 3rd straight championship, things began to get testy again for the team during the tumultuous 2003-2004 season. During the summer of 2003, Kobe was arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting a 19-year-old hotel employee while staying in Eagle, Colorado. The charges were eventually dropped after the defendant refused to testify. The same month Kobe Bryant was arrested, the Los Angeles Lakers signed both Gary Payton and Karl Malone. Due to his courtroom obligations, Kobe was forced to miss time at training camp. In a 2003 report, Shaq said the Lakers were his team and suggested the entire team was present, even though Kobe was away in Colorado. Later on, in an interview with Jim Gray, Bryant would question Shaq's leadership and his lack of support during his legal battle. Bryant was eventually fined by Phil Jackson for his comments to Gray, after agreeing not to air any more dirty laundry through the media. Despite the resurgence of their feud, Kobe and Shaq led the Lakers to their 4th NBA Finals appearance in 5 years, before losing to the Detroit Pistons in 5 games. If there's one moment during the Kobe-Shaq feud where I believe Phil may have stirred the drink a little more than usual, the rocket start of the 2003-2004 season is it. As I mentioned above, the two players had went 2 full seasons without a major blow-up. Maybe Phil thought the two needed an extra edge to keep their mind off of Kobe's courtroom drama and the pressure of just having signed Malone and Payton. Also, doesn't it seem like the classic scenario of Phil telling Kobe and Shaq if they talked about one another again through the media, they would be fined? In other words, Phil told them not to touch the proverbial red button, almost planting a seed, knowing full well one of them would probably give in. Shaquille O'Neal's rap. After the Los Angeles Lakers were embarrassingly defeated by the Boston Celtics in the 2008 finals, Shaquille O'Neal reminded everyone how truly petty he could be. O'Neal did a rap expressing how Kobe Bryant couldn't do it, win a championship, without him, in addition to a few more choice words for his former teammate. Kobe Bryant has a memory like an elephant. After the Los Angeles Lakers defeated the Boston Celtics in Game 7 of the 2010 NBA Finals, Kobe Bryant couldn't resist throwing one more barb at Shaquille O'Neal. When asked what winning his 5th career championship meant to him, one of the first responses out of Kobe's mouth was now he had one more championship than Shaq did. Old habits die hard, we suppose.